Another year, another playoff berth for the Reading Rangers. This makes 11 straight. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, and I'm really proud of the kids. We're sitting at 2-3, and then they put it together the second half of the season, overcame a lot of injuries, and had a great year for them.
As you look back at the year, starting out at 2-3, what was the difference going forward for the last 4 games? You had to win all of them. You managed to do it. What was the difference?
Well, one, I think our schedule shifted a little bit. We played Jonesville, Springport, and Homer right in a row. We got off to a 2-0 start and then ran through those 3 teams. But we just kind of gelled a little bit. Like I said, we lost Chris St. Clair in the second game, and then we lost Dylan Martin in the third game. And so really we had to play Springport and Homer. We were kind of undermanned in the backfield. Our linemen were injured as well. And then we just got a little bit healthier, but just kind of rededicated ourselves to the season, said, hey, let's go out and have fun these last 4 games, and let's see where it takes us.
11 straight playoff berths is amazing. It's very difficult to do with how tough the Big 8 is, and the fact that you mentioned injuries and stuff pops up. How have you sort of established that kind of consistency in this program?
Well, I like to think it's an expectation. We hope, or it's not really a hope, it's an expectation to win. I think our junior varsity program, back when Jack Crispillo was here, he kind of established that. And then Brett Crispillo, Mitch Hubbard have carried that on at the JV level. And then so when they get to the varsity, they've experienced success and just expect to win. And to be honest, I think there's some teams in our league that also think we're going to win when we show up.
Mm-hmm. And that can be really important. Rick Bailey's the head coach of Reading football. Looking at your season, finishing off with the playoff run, who are some guys that have stepped up? You mentioned the injuries. Who are some guys that have stepped up for the Reading Rangers this year who you're pretty proud of?
Well, Alex Miller took over as the main running back. He was one of 3 or 4 going in, and so his workload increased. He ended up rushing for over 1,000 yards through the regular season, so he did a great job. Corey Norris has been our 2-year starter at center, and he's all of 5'6" and 170 pounds, but just tough as nails. So those 2 really played a big role. Matt Publon has been a steady influence at quarterback, and just pretty much everybody just kind of bought into playing together and having fun, and that's what we've done the last month.
Your fullback has started to remind people of a kid named Jeremy Southworth, who I feared when I coached against you a few years ago. He was a sensational player. Do you think those comparisons are valid?
Pretty similar in stature. They're both shorter, stocky people. Alex runs a little more straight at you than Jeremy did. Jeremy had the breakaway speed where he could run through you but also run away from you, where Alex has got good speed, but he seems to relish the contact a little more.
Takes it on head on. All right, let's talk about the game this weekend. Obviously, the first game against Homer, 41-0. Homer had a heck of a year, really a dominating team. As you go into the rematch with them in the first week of the playoffs, what is your approach? What can you do differently to make the outcome better?
Well, we really struggled stopping their long pass at that point, as most teams have. They have 2 dynamic receivers on the outside. They're both like 6'2" or 6'3", and then their quarterback is very accurate and very intelligent. He audibles to certain plays. The first time we played, Brandon St. Clair was at a corner. He's an all-conference defensive back for us, and they just frankly went to the other side every play. After that game, we actually moved Brandon to safety so that he could be involved in more plays. So that has impacted our defense, and hopefully that will play a role in at least slowing down their passing game. Our first drive against them, we went 13 plays, took it down to the 5, and then had a penalty, and we didn't get in. We have to be able to capitalize on those drives and put the ball in the end zone, but we need to gain first downs, keep the ball away from them, and then finish off a drive or 2.
People here in Reading love their Rangers. This community's behind you 100%. They're proud of another playoff run. Congratulations and good luck Friday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.